Back here in San Clemente as we continue on with our coverage of the PPA Orange County Cup. We've gotten to the men's doubles gold. Ben Johns and Collin Johns to take on Tyson Mcguffin and Riley Newman. And this is going to be a whole lot of fun to watch because we know how good Ben Johns is. His brother Collin has been fantastic as well, but Riley Newman, who you're looking at right now, yesterday he was the most impressive player I saw play all day.
He is intense. We love some Riley Newman out there. we love his style. We love his energy. He's fierce. He fights for everything. 27 years old. I know he lives now in Phoenix, Arizona area. Great player. Look to see a lot of maybe two-handers on both sides. A lot of like ambidextrous stuff when he's in the moment, you know?
Yeah, let's get to Tyson Mcguffin, right?
Yeah,
Tyson Mcguffin.
I mean, look how chiseled Tyson Mcguffin is. And the great thing about Tyson, we were talking on the broadcast yesterday, is he's just ultra consistent, kind of knows his role, and lets Riley at times have the spotlight. But Riley couldn't be as good as he is if Tyson wasn't as steady as he is.
It's a classic rhythm closer combo, which a lot of top teams have, even the other two. But Tyson is one of the best rhythm players in doubles, and you know, he's being with Riley. That's the same. And when we get to Collin Johns now, you know, he's the rhythm guy for his combo team, which is him and Ben Johns. But Collin Johns, you know, he is also very steady on that right side and setting up Ben very well.
And Collin sat with us yesterday on the broadcast for the mixed doubles gold medal match, and it was a pleasure to have him on, and just a bright and insightful and enthusiastic young man. And, you know, at times took a couple of digs at his brother, as brothers are apt to do. But there's not a lot of digs you can make about Ben Johns because, I mean, all he's done is dominate pickleball for the last couple of years.
Yeah, Ben Johns, as we talked about it while he was playing singles, Ben Johns is Ben Johns. He woke up and couldn't miss all of a sudden and read the patterns correctly. His pickleball IQ is off the charts. He understands about 7, 8, 20 shots before you do. So it's pretty impressive what he can do. It's
impressive how you think he's playing his best and all of a sudden he turns it up to a whole nother level at random times.
Exactly.
And,
or he peels back another layer of an onion that you didn't know there was another layer on that onion.
Exactly. It's unreal. And these four players, these two teams, I am so pumped up to watch this. This is probably my favorite matchup to watch. And we're in for definitely quite a treat.
Yeah, the strategy, I'll be interested to see, you know, what the strategies are going to be. You know, it's not like these guys haven't played each other before. So who's going to be on today? Do they play Ben Johns more than what they usually do? Do they just kind of go rhythm with Collin? I mean, it's going to be really interesting to see, especially with the best 3 out of 5.
We did not see this matchup in Atlanta, by the way, because in Atlanta, Ben Johns and Collin Johns, they were upset. They had to play for the bronze, and we actually did broadcast that bronze medal match. And I asked Collin about it yesterday, and you know, we noted on the air on the broadcast in the bronze medal match that they were so disinterested in winning that bronze. And he said, "Well, you know, we play for golds."
That's right.
And the fact, and they were disinterested, but they still won.
Yeah.
That's how good they are.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think one of those things that upset them when they played, I believe it was Pat Smith and Jocelyn DeVilliers. So very interesting stuff.
So we see the road that Ben Johns and Collin Johns took to get here. And they played Patrick Smith and Jay DeVilliers in the semifinals yesterday and won at 11-6, 11-9. And they made a very good team of DeVilliers and Smith look human and look beatable because they were playing at the top of their game.
Yeah, absolutely. But these brothers have not dropped a game this whole tournament. Let's see if they could win in 3, right? Because they haven't dropped a single game.
Well, they would like to get it done in 3, although Ben did lose one game earlier today as a solo artist. He lost the opening game against Jay DeVilliers, but then dominated the rest of the way and winning 4-1 to win the men's singles gold. So he's looking for 3 medals, is Ben Johns. He won the mixed doubles gold last night alongside Simone Jardim. And we are about to get underway. Collin Johns starts it off.
I think Ben's going to come out swinging on this one a lot just because of the fact that, you know, he wants that Triple Crown. And
He does.
I think he wants that Triple Crown. He wants to show it. He wants to have it. And I think he's going to play with a purpose here in the first 3 games.
Well, and he had a nice break. He did have a chance to kind of find his footing. He started a little bit slow. You see a great shot there. He started a little bit slow in that men's singles final against Jay DeVilliers, but then he turned it on, and it was a freight train you couldn't stop.
Point.
Just like that, quick 3-0 lead on the start.
3-0-2.
And Collin, his job right now is to get the serve in.
Side out.
And not to hit it long,
And
but
not,
he does it there.
Not to hit it long.
0-3-1. Second serve.
Ben sold that, didn't he?
I think he was looking up at the crowd when he hit that one.
0-3-2.
Yes.
Riley
Unreal.
tries to track it down, but can't get to it.
I mean, that's such a great angle from Ben, and just to make it unattackable at the same time is just incredible.
Second serve.
Collin tried to put it away.
And Ben set Collin up on that with the drive, third shot drive, fifth shot drop, and establishing their patterns early.
Collin and Tyson going back and forth. Riley trying to put it away. Ben having none of it.
Reset. Oh my goodness, you guys! Woo! We are in for a ride. Woo!
And
0-3-1.
unreal. Great exchange.
Collin long again. So the first point of the game for Newman and McGuffin.
And McGuffin going with that Randy Savage, 1980s wrestler look today.
McGuffin settling into the points, which I think is very important for Newman and McGuffin. As Ben Johns comes out quick, fired up.
Oh,
Second serve.
man. The precision on that.
1-3-2.
And then Collin able to put it away.
Yeah, Collin has a nice forehand roll that he likes to just dig into the
3-1-1.
court. You get a nice kick on, so.
Oh, stays in.
Ben able to track it down, though.
And there's Tyson just being a rhythm player, getting back to
That's what he
to
does.
routine.
And finally, it goes long, so 4-1.
And you can see who's pressing with Ben and Collin pressing very hard and kind of catching Riley and Tyson early on in this game one, just on their heels a little bit. And painting lines always helps too.
Wow.
And the Johns brothers mean all business here today.
5-1-1. Point.
More painting being done.
Great pressure by Johns brothers.
Receivers call a timeout. The score is 6-1.
And an early timeout being taken here by Riley Newman and Tyson McGuffin as they are in a 6-1 hole here in game one. We'll take a hydration break brought to you by Jigsaw Health.
This is going to be our most successful launch ever. I'm really
Hey
excited.
everybody, I have your coffee. There you go, boss.
Ben, mine was supposed to be iced.
I asked for soy milk.
I ordered a 9-shot, 1-pump mocha, non-fat, no whip with exactly 4 shakes of cinnamon. This is only 3.
I'm sorry, guys. I can fix this. Let me just get these back.
You should probably stick to pickleball.
Mine's plain water.
Well, here we go. 6-1 in game one. As we'll see whether or not that timeout will quiet this early lead for the Johns brothers.
Correct.
And Michelle said it in the early break. They're just applying so much pressure early on to make you question everything you do in this game.
Absolutely.
7-1-1.
You said it also. They haven't lost a game. They'd like to just establish the dominance from the get-go.
Second serve.
Ben unable to catch up to that one.
7-1-2.
Collin going back and forth to Tyson. Riley gets into the mix.
Oh, wow.
And then Ben just flicks it, nonchalant.
Very good disguise as he had the same look going cross court.
And Ben's good enough to hold that shot until you make a move on the other side and then flips it where you're not. Great court awareness.
Oh, that did get over.
Side out.
Tyson with the flick.
Great shot from Tyson Mcguffin.
He makes a little bit more moves in his chest game,
1-8-1.
you know, to open spots up, which I love and appreciate so much. Oh, couldn't quite get that one.
1-8-2 now.
1-8-2.
Oh, great new move by Collin to get the Ernie, but they say he had the foot fault.
Don is on it.
Wow.
That's tough. You know, at least him and Ben have matching shorts.
I don't know how that's related, but I love that you tied
I
that
mean,
in.
you got to have something. I've been waiting to say that all match.
Side out.
Definitely having some fun up here in the booth watching this incredible pickleball.
8-2-1. Second serve.
It's a good read by Tyson. Able to just kind of slap that forehand, kind of looking like Riley Newman on that one.
8-2-2.
We saw earlier, it's tough to win on the side that Tyson and Riley are on.
Although Simone and Lucy did finally end that streak in that fourth game of the women's doubles.
Point.
And make it 9-2.
John successful at speeding up the ball right into McGuffin's right shoulder.
That catches the net and then sails long.
Point. Thank you. Side out.
Yeah, that was side out. We heard them say point, but that was side out. So 2-9-1.
Point.
And Riley looking at Collin on his way back to the baseline.
3-9-1.
Probably look to do that some more today.
Ben reaching for that one. I don't know if that one was going to go out, but I think it might have.
I think that one was going to go out as well.
4-9-1.
We'll never know.
The world will never know.
Newman and Mcguffin trying to whittle their way back in. And they get it to 5-9.
I see Riley inserting himself in the point way more now, and it's definitely taking an effect here as we have a little run.
Yeah, Riley was slow to get going, and Tyson is now expecting everything to come at his chest from Ben. So.
Point.
Make it 6-9.
6-9-1.
This thing has gotten interesting all of a sudden.
Second serve.
That'll take us to the second server.
A little misfire there, but actually what you've noticed so far in the little adjustment is they're actually playing Ben more and keeping him on his side and just dealing with it versus them trying to, go to Collin and allow Ben to put pressure.
Great point, Johnny. I like that. Absolutely, I see that too.
Ben puts that away though, and now serve going back over at 9-6.
Nice little off-pace volleys.
The Johns brothers finally able to get back up to the kitchen line.
Little rhythm dinking.
All right, get comfortable.
Going back and forth for quite a while. Ben finally gets into it.
Second serve.
And again, trying to just go behind Ben Johns to keep him home, and he tries to get a little too tricky.
Just like you mentioned, Johnny, you know what you're talking about.
We all have our moments.
Riley puts it away.
And there it is, staring right back at Collin as he goes back to the baseline once again.
So the serve will head back over to Newman and Mcguffin, who suddenly are back in this game. Chance to be able to steal this one after trailing big.
6-9-1. Second serve.
6-9-2. 6-9-2.
That's a great shot by Tyson.
Oh, how about that forehand by Ben? Set it up with the shot before that too. And now with it being game point, 9-6-1 with the serve going back. Timeout being taken here by Newman and Mcguffin. We'll take a quick hydration break as well, brought to you by Jigsaw Health.
I used to keep the mustard packages and pickle juice in my bag.
Just water.
Because I don't drink enough water, and most of the water I drink, I just pour on me.
Do you ever have any problems cramping out on the court?
Sometimes, yeah, and when it's hot.
I'm a big-time cramper.
Occasionally I do, yeah. Why do you think that is? Because I play hard.
This right here, the cocktail, the pickleball cocktail, is what saves me in my tournaments. Has saved me before, and it will continue to save me.
Back here in Southern California, serve going back to the Johns brothers, who have the 9-6 lead. Riley Newman and Tyson Mcguffin, the last time they called a timeout, it worked out well. See if they can repeat that feat. Got to break the serve twice here to get it back. Great decision to let it go, and that brings us to game point.
10-6-1. Second serve.
Well, Riley and Tyson take advantage of Ben's aggression on that exchange. That's going to move it to 10-6-2.
10-6-2. Side out.
And the serve will go back, so we're not done yet in game one.
Yeah, Tyson and Riley doing a great job just keeping it
Six,
patient,
10,
keeping it
1.
slow, playing a little more conservative, but also playing Ben Johns.
Right.
And they get it even closer at 7-10. The patience paying off.
I was a little surprised there with Tyson Mcguffin's speed up because he's usually just hanging tight in the points, but it's
I think Ben was surprised too.
right.
And then Riley comes in, and we're at 8-10.
Here we go.
Could it be too little too late in game one, or
8-10.
what do you think, Michelle?
I think anything's possible in pickleball.
That's right.
Oh!
Tyson with the ATP. I think we're a long way from too little, too late. Too late. It's 9-10, and they forced the Johns brothers into a timeout. We'll get a jigsaw hydration break. Stay with us.
I was playing 8 days a week, playing tournaments all over the place. On June 8th of this year, I had a heart attack. I knew that I wanted to get well as fast as I could. I was talking to a friend of mine. He sent me a sample pack of the stack. Now, even a post-heart attack, I love being able to compete with the kids. The Jigsaw products, I think, are what are allowing me to do that. Anybody that wants to have hydration and endurance, they should be taking these products.
So here we go. It's back to a 1-point game here in game one. At 10-9, 9-10 with Newman and Mcguffin controlling the serve.
Great dinks, back and forth.
Great patience by all players.
I mean, Ben just daring Tyson to go behind him.
Just going back and forth. They keep this up, guys, we'll be able to go to coffee. This point will still be going on. I mean, this is this is something else right here.
It's very good discipline.
This is how the points get towards the end of the game. Everyone's going to be patient. Everyone's seen each other's shots. There it is.
Collin Johns tried to break it up, and Riley Newman said, thank you very much.
Yep, that's the patience that, you know, we've seen it all. We've seen the speed ups. We've seen what everyone could do on the court. And so that's what you're going to see at the end of the points. Get clutch right now.
And just like that, anything's possible, just like Michelle said.
And we got extra pickleball in game one.
Nice. So here we are again.
Yeah, they're dinking. So, I mean, honestly, they're moving the ball around. They're trying to spread them out. They're trying to have, well, number one, they're trying to make somebody miss. I'll wait. Oh, and here we are.
Oh, Ben goes in there and says, all right.
Enough. Enough is enough. Yeah, I mean, they're looking for a gap. They're waiting for someone to pop it up. You're trying to make somebody else. I mean, pickleball's hilarious in the sense you're trying to make somebody else uncomfortable.
10, 2.
Absolutely fantastic points.
When you get in a long exchange like that, are you ever tempted to just yell something crazy to distract the opponent?
Oh, you definitely do make some movements, you know, out there to show that you might be going somewhere or might not be going somewhere, just to keep your opponents on their toes.
So the side out gets it back to the Johns brothers. Is there smack talk out there, guys?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
100%.
I always wish that the players were mic'd up during these matches.
They are during the Johnny Pickleball show.
Oh.
11, 10, 1.
So here we are. We're at 11-10, game point.
Tyson got away with one speed up. I don't think he's going to do it again.
The last time Collin sped up, they were punished for it.
Yes,
so,
they were.
So now we're here.
That's deep, and there it is. It took longer
Yes.
than the Johns brothers would have liked or expected, but they get the result they want in game one. They win it 12-10. Man, that was fun though, watching Newman and Mcguffin come back to make that game interesting. Let's take a look at the game point.
As we saw game, Ben's backhand has been the lethal weapon here, and as you see, you don't know if he's going to dink or speed up.
He just grind it out left and right, move the ball around, try to get behind somebody. Then here's Ben Johns just kind of pushing them off the line and then curling the ball because they haven't seen that one in about, 20, 40 dinks.
Yes.
Might as well try something else, right?
Yeah.
Well, there we go. 12-10, game one in the books.
Yeah, so I mean, if you think about the kind of adjustments, they're going to switch sides. And, when they switch sides here, I would look for Mcguffin and Riley to continue doing what they were doing to get them there in the first place at 10-10. They started off very slow. I think they kind of read the patterns correctly.
Yes.
And now they're going to look to try to just keep Ben honest, keep him over on his side so he can't apply pressure, and then play Ben a little bit more when they're straight up with him. And I think Tyson did a great job. Other than that, rhythm it out with Collin for a little while and just try to spread the court out. I think it's great. You're talking about it wasn't a blowout in game one, so the amount of adjustments is don't start off so slow in game two.
Right, absolutely. And they started off super slow. You see the road Mcguffin and Newman took to get here. They beat Smith and Leung in the semifinals yesterday, 11-4, 11-1. Took a little more for them to get out of the quarterfinals. They lost the first game to Warnick and Burroughs, then came back big, 11-5, 11-5. But they had a lot to like, as you guys talked about, in that first game.
Yeah, going into game two, I'd be extremely confident if I was Riley and Tyson. I'd be very pleased with our performance towards the end of that game and just kind of go off of that. And if I'm Ben and Collin, I'm just going to keep putting the pressure on if I'm Ben.
Let's see how many balls Ben sees in this game.
Yeah, they're going to go right to the rhythm.
Side out. Zero,
So
one.
Collin and Ben able to break Newman and Mcguffin to start. They'll get the side out. Oh, Riley.
I'll tell you what, you want to get a stat real quick. That would be like the 3 or 4 times that Collin Johns has tried to go at Riley Newman. I think he's lost every single one of them. So far.
Wow.
Ben unable to get that over the net, so the side out. Well, Collin's just feeling like most opponents feel when they're trying to attack his brother.
That's true.
don't feel like Ben's been much of a threat with his forehand dink, but definitely with his backhand rolls. So I'm hoping Tyson and Riley get that ball a little bit more towards the center.
Collin playing very steady.
Second serve.
Unforced error there.
Way to work the point, though. Got to work it out.
0-0-2.
Wow, great reset from Mcguffin.
And Collin, the two-handed backhand does just catch the line. So the
0-0-1.
serve going back over to Ben and Collin Johns, 0-0-1. As the wind again picking up.
Second serve.
Ben hits that wide.
One of the first ones that I've seen missed from Ben Johns on his backhand roll.
Yeah, he's been pretty consistent
0-0-2.
on his backhand so far, and in singles and in doubles.
Again, though, that side they're with the wind here, so it's a little tougher to have control.
Point.
When you're with the wind.
First point here of game 2 goes to the Johns brothers.
I kind of think what got him to a big
1-0-2.
lead in the first game, although Tyson and Riley started off slow, Ben came out swinging, third shot drives. I mean, just big
Point.
drives. So I wonder if they kind of go back to that mentality, or see what Tyson and Riley, if they can self-destruct it all at the same time. So
2-0-2.
Riley able to catch up off that net bounce. Wow, how about the defense by the Johns brothers there? What an exchange! And Ben Johns finally puts it away.
what an amazing exchange from all four players. Absolutely incredible.
Correct. 3-0-2.
That's why we love this game so much.
Oh, for sure.
We love those hand battles.
Collin just resetting and walking in.
Wow, nice dig there by Collin. Ben able to save that one.
Go. Side out.
And finally a side out.
0-3-1.
Check out the wind with the flag. Little breezy still.
That marine layer trying to work its way back in again.
Second serve.
We'll go to the second serve, 0-3-2.
0-3-2.
Nice reset.
Side out.
Riley getting a little anxious there.
Move us to 0-3 or
3-0-1.
3-0-1 with the serve changing sides on the side out. Oh!
Point.
And
The backhand and the forehand by Ben Johns on that exchange.
And definitely on the forehand, just doing the 7-10 split, hitting both of Tyson's shoes on that one.
4-0-1.
He made the split. He converted
He
it.
made the split. Got the spare.
It's a tough one to get.
Riley and Tyson keeping their opponents back.
They are finally able to get up there, and they're able to get another point. So 5-0.
Receivers call a timeout. The score is 5-0-1.
And Newman and McGuffin are going to use a timeout. They dug out of a big hole in game 1, made it interesting. Can they do it again in game 2? We'll take a hydration break, brought to you by Jigsaw Health.
Meet the ultimate pickleball pal.
Back here in beautiful Southern California, Dave Benz, Michelle Esquivel, and Johnny Pickleball with you here on Championship Court. And that is long. Or did they say it hit the line?
They overruled their own call.
Yeah, they're saying that's good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure what the call is here. They're still talking it over.
0-2.
Okay, so 5-0-2. They did say that it hit the line. So.
Thank you.
Point.
So point there makes it 6-0-2.
6-0-2. Side out.
Side out to get it back to Newman and McGuffin, who are going to need to make something happen right here and right now.
0-6-1.
Nice dig out there by Ben. And then Collin gets handcuffed, can't do anything with it.
Collin's doing a great job of resetting and being patient.
1-6-1.
Just gets a little handcuffed on the last one.
Great hands.
Oh, Ben trying to put it away, but puts it right into the net.
2-6-1.
2-6-1.
Point.
And that does not catch the line. So 3-6-1.
3-6-1.
And here starts the run for game 2.
Yeah, we've seen this film before.
Second serve. Three, 6-2.
Ben goes to the backhand to put it away.
Yeah, tough luck there for Tyson. Ball coming off the net a little bit. Tried to reset. Sat up a little high. Perfectly for Ben, actually.
6-3-1. Point.
What a drive.
What a finish. What precision. Hitting that line.
7-3-1.
Didn't even hit the line. He got blue on the inside of that line.
Second serve.
And Collin having a sigh of disbelief.
Making a bird call there. I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
Ben.
And both players converging on the middle of the court there, what we like to call confusion alley.
Right.
And then Ben able to have the patience and calmness to just put that away from them for the winner.
8-3-2.
That's a tough thing when you pull yourself out of position. You try to cover too much court. Great players are going to be able to get behind you.
And then Ben puts it right past Tyson where he can't get it. 9-3-2 now. 2 points away from taking this commanding 2-0 lead.
9-3-2.
And that's going to sail out, so we'll get the side out.
And that's got to be a tough, I mean, that's a really great lead from Riley Newman because, I mean, Ben's already burned him on that shot before, so. Good court awareness.
There's that nice little flick backhand from Ben Johns.
It's interesting. Tyson hasn't gotten a lot of balls lately, and so if Tyson's not getting a lot of balls, he gets out of rhythm, and he's your rhythm guy.
Right.
And a serve going back over to Team Johns.
Now Riley is trying to force stuff in order to get points quicker, and by doing that, you're hitting lower percentage shots, setting up the Johns brothers to look really good.
They've been successful working the point, as you know, trying to set a tone, trying to set a rhythm, and hoping they can go back to that and find some new things in their game.
But at least they worked that point just a little bit more, got into at least some kind of rhythm, and that actually does favor Tyson and Riley, or has been.
Riley puts that one away.
Says thank you to Collin for setting him up.
It was a great setup from Collin Johns to Riley Newman.
4-9-1. Fault. Incorrect server.
And as someone very smart once said, it's never too late in pickleball. So we'll see, Michelle Escobar, if they can mount a comeback. It is a steep hill to climb, down 4-9.
And a fault on the last serve, making it a second server. Oh, ball trickles over.
Wow. I thought Collin might have had a chance at an ATP there, but it was just so confounding. He didn't have enough time to react.
Once that ball hit, you can see it spin right back into the net.
Oh, Tyson, nice job tracking that down.
Here comes their run for game 2, it looks like. We thought it was going to happen before, so we don't want to jinx them, I guess, twice.
6-9-2.
6-9-2.
Side out.
Side out will get it back to Ben and Collin.
Unbelievable speed up from the shoelaces there from Ben Johns.
9-6-1.
Just shows you it doesn't have to be too fast or too hard of a shot to be successful.
Just super accurate.
And that's deep, so that'll take us to game point. 10-6.
10-6-1.
And Ben puts it away.
Game. the Johns win the second game, 11-6. Change of ends.
Another impressive display by Ben Johns to finish off that game point.
Yeah, that's great work from the Johns brothers. They got up big again here in game 2. You thought Tyson and Riley were going to make a little comeback as we see the last point here, but just too much Johns.
I was you know, kind of curious why Riley was staying on the left side. It hasn't been successful. Maybe on game 3 we'll see Riley Newman on the right side and Tyson Mcguffin on the left. Maybe to switch something up. We'll see.
2-0 in favor of Team Johns. We'll take a timeout. Game number 3 coming up after this break. And we are in San Clemente, California. How great a venue is this as the PPA Orange County Cup descends upon Southern California, and we appreciate all the people who've turned out in person. We appreciate all the viewers watching the live streams. It has been a whole lot of fun to bring you this coverage. And we are into game 3 as Ben Johns and Collin Johns like to keep their perfect record in this tournament intact.
All right, and we see Riley on the right side.
Side out.
And a good beginning there in game number 3.
That's what they needed.
0-0.
And they've not had a lead in this match. They trailed big early in game 1. They trailed big in game 2, and now they have a lead for the first time.
Yeah, they're giving their opponents a different look right now. We have not seen Tyson Mcguffin play on the left this whole match.
Second serve.
So hopefully we can find a little rhythm here on this side and
1-0-2.
take this game number 3.
Side out.
Riley unable to catch up with that, so the side out will get it right back to the Johns brothers.
Yeah, you see pickleball being about patterns, percentages, and adjustments, and Tyson and Riley making that adjustment. So let's see if it pays off.
Second serve.
Both these teams just
0,
so
1,
incredibly
2.
good.
Side
I
out.
like how Michelle and Johnny are getting caught up in the comment section.
We love it. We love
we do.
our community so much. We
1-0-1.
love hearing what everyone has to say.
The pickleball community is amazing. By the way, we want to thank Dink for providing us with those aerial shots of Lifetime Fitness here in San Clemente. This is a terrific venue, and you get such a great look at it from above.
A little cross-court battle here. Nice speed up.
Point.
And it pays dividends. Newman and Mcguffin now take a 2-0 lead.
2-0-1. Second serve.
That'll take us to the second serve as McGuffin finally hits it long.
Got a little jam there in that last shot.
Yeah, but another just great exchange back and forth between these players.
Tyson working the point. Been consistent.
It goes off the net right into Tyson, and he catches it. Not much he can do with that, so it'll be the side out.
0-2-1.
I have not seen Ben Johns speed up against Riley Newman
Second
with
serve.
this new look that they're providing here in game number 3. Maybe Ben Johns has to be a little bit more patient.
0-2-2.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like Tyson and Riley are working points better in this game already to start.
Point.
So Ben Johns and Collin Johns finally get on the board.
1, 2, 2.
Nice job by Riley to catch up to that, but then Tyson hits it long.
Riley's just so quick out there.
2, 2, 2.
Yeah, Riley Newman, just an amazing athlete, able to get to a lot of balls that most people probably don't get to.
Out.
Great job by Riley to speed it up. So the serve will go back to Newman and McGuffin.
And they're playing Ben Johns a lot in this game so far.
And I'd say Ben is probably just fine with that.
Second serve.
It takes the second serve. Colin's telling us yesterday that Ben was actually the first in the family to pick up the pickleball paddle.
2, 2, 2.
Despite the fact that Collin is a couple years older. And the side out will get the serve back to the Johns brothers.
2, 1.
Tyson went for the Ernie, but did not get the results he was hoping for.
Just great reset by Collin.
Point.
And that's going to be a point for the Johns, who take the lead for the first time in game 3.
So steady and composed during that point, even with Tyson jumping the kitchen.
Make it 4-2. I'm going to guess Collin Johns is not rattled by somebody trying to execute an Ernie, because he's been on the receiving end of his brother in it practice a million times.
That's probably extremely accurate, actually.
He might be as adept at being able to defend it as anybody.
Second serve.
That'll take us to the second serve.
4, 2, 2.
Point. 5-2. Now the Johns brothers inching ever so close to getting this thing over with. They would like to close this out in a sweep. Newman and McGuffin, we have seen them battle back though. They've dug out of some holes, but now the hole grows to 6-2.
The hard part in pickleball sometimes is that you have this sense of urgency when you get down like this, but you have to still stay so composed and very calm and try to just grind out points versus trying to make something happen on an incorrect ball.
Side out.
Well, they get the side out there, so trailing 2-6. That was a 6-0 run. Newman and McGuffin had a 2-0 lead.
Two, 6, 1.
Great job by Riley.
Big wind up there by Riley Newman. Ben trying to just reset it, unable to, getting a little handcuffed and
3,
jammed.
6, 1. Second serve.
Take us to the second server.
3, 6, 2.
Well, I get one more, so 4-6.
Correct. 4,
Oh, Tyson slamming it home. 3 straight points by Team Newman McGuffin.
5-6-2. Side out.
Well, Riley was trying to even it up, but instead the serve back to Collin and Ben.
6-5-1.
The wind really gusting again, and another point by the Johns brothers.
Great shot by Collin hitting down on that ball.
Seems like every time someone speeds up, someone's there to just counter punch it.
7-5-1.
Guys, is there more pressure or less pressure on Collin being the teammate of the #1 player in the world? I mean, on one hand, you got the #1 player in the world on your side, so that's got to be comforting. On the other hand, he's going to have expectations for you to at least hold your own a little bit.
Well, they're brothers, you know, so they work it out.
7-5-2.
That's right.
That's a great answer.
They're brothers. Would there be more pressure if Collin was the younger brother?
Oh.
Probably.
You think so? I think so. I think people forget that Collin is the older brother sometimes.
5-7-1.
Well, they only give up 1 point on that exchange and get the serve back to Newman and McGuffin. They are battling hard, and that's going to get it back to 6-7.
And McGuffin getting pumped up. That's when he plays his best.
6-7-1. Second serve.
That is true. When Tyson gets pumped up, he starts barking a little bit. He gets really into it. They become a different team.
It's on.
Correct.
6-7-2 as they try to draw even here in Game 3. A must-win game for Newman and McGuffin.
Great defense. Point is neutralized.
And the firefight is won by the Johns.
Too good.
7-6-1.
So 7-6-1. And Riley makes it 7-6-2.
Yeah, big windup from Riley Newman on that one. Sat up high, put away.
7-6-2.
Every time it's just somebody's answering.
Point.
8-6-2.
Ben is just on the upper hand when it comes to speeding up to Tyson.
That's a great spot by Riley Newman right at the feet of Collin Johns, unable to dig that one out. Much needed side out.
6-8-1.
And that's going to be wide, so we'll go to 6-8-2.
6-8-2.
Tyson able to get back up to the kitchen. They are going at Collin a little bit more now. They switch it up back to Ben. And then Ben just inserts himself into the sequence.
Splits the difference right down the middle. Great roll forehand.
Serve back to Team Johns, 8-6-1.
Wow.
Good defense by both brothers.
Handled.
Now Riley trying to go for it, but off the net and the point. 9-6, now 2 points away from gold.
I mean, resets win championships.
9-6-1.
I feel like Ben Johns' disguise on his shots also does.
Yeah.
Resets.
Resets.
Oh, wow.
Second serve.
Wow.
Just to get a couple of those back.
9-6-2.
Incredible hands from Ben Johns. Before Riley's able to put that away.
The anticipation is just on another level here.
And the hand speed as well.
Here we go, some cross-court thinking.
Got to be frustrating when you hit such a great shot and Ben's there.
It just sticks it. Yeah.
Riley had a little off-pace speed up, which was actually more successful.
Well, they do break the serve, though. They get it back, 6-9. They got to make a move, and they got to make it now.
ATP defended.
And great defense from Riley Newman just to get it back on the ATP.
7-9-1.
Ben unable to finish.
Second serve.
Riley frustrated, wanted that one back.
7-9-2.
Oh, good spot.
Side out.
There's that forehand roller once again right down the middle.
So here we go with the serve back to
9,
the Johns,
7, 1.
trying to close it out. Up 9-7. Oh, well, great job by Tyson to get that, but they say it rolled back into the net.
It hit the bar, so that, and that means they're going to have to replay the point.
9-7-1.
Good eyes, ref.
Don Stanley on it, Matthew Cross.
ATP, and that takes us to championship point.
Yeah, Riley unable to handle that one, stayed nice and low. Ben had so much patience to wait for that ball to get wide enough.
10-7-1.
Championship point.
Second serve.
Well, they're going to have to do it on the second serve if they're going to do it on this service opportunity at all. And Team Johns takes gold in the Golden State.
12-10, 11-6.
Congratulations to the Johns brothers claiming the title.
After having to settle for bronze in Atlanta, they are happy to have back their favorite precious medal. It wasn't easy. They win it 12-10, 11-6, 11-7. And you got to credit Riley Newman and Tyson Mcguffin. I mean, they get swept, but man, they played their tails off. It was competitive.
The exchanges were great. Actually, let's just look at the last point, because all of these points that they had today were fantastic. As we see it here, some great resets to just walk in, move the ball around, and back and forth they go. Kind of the theme. I mean, Tyson and Riley played super patient. Started off slow in a few of the games, but back and forth. Ben able to get out of the way. And the Johns brothers just too much for Tyson and Riley here in Orange County.
So they are your champs once again atop the PPA Tour. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll get it down to Hannah Johns. She'll interview her brothers after their championship here in Southern California.
Welcome back to the Orange County Cup. We're here with our final champions on center court, and what a week it has been. But we are so excited to introduce to you the 2021 finalists and champions, Ben and Collin Johns. Congratulations on a great day of play and a great week of play. Boys, in that last one, you played great. Were you looking for them to make an error or trying to speed that ball up on your own?
Well, they play really great defense, and I think we take it to them pretty well, but you really got to be patient when they reset it because a lot of times it can be very frustrating. They'll reset it 3, 4, 5 times, and then you got to go back to grinding and then set it up again. So really important against those guys since they get so many balls back.
All right, and Ben, Collin has been a mentor to you as your older brother in many sports over the years, but you brought him into pickleball, and you have been the teacher for once. How does it feel?
Yeah, I think it's evened out all across all these years. So, he's 6 years older, but it's just enjoyable to be able to play with him on the court and, compete together for real, because he's older enough to where he was more of a mentor than a partner. Now we can be partners, so it's great.
Ben, we're currently showing on our live broadcast stream a picture of all of your medals at home. Does this look familiar?
Yeah, it's on my closet doorknob.
How many medals do you think you have there?
I have no idea. I've thrown away some, but some of the important ones I keep there. So they're underneath somewhere.
All right. And as a team that make this sport look so easy, what is the hardest part of pickleball?
The hardest part of pickleball is to keep improving, I think, because, new teams come along and players get better, so you can never be stagnant. You got to always keep working on your game. So I think that's good. We both like improving, but I think that's the hardest part. You can never be passive and be satisfied with where you are.
Absolutely. And can you talk a little bit about what this venue has been like in particular? It's a new venue for us. It's been incredible thus far this week. The fans came out in huge crowds. Talk a little bit about that experience.
Yeah, I'd say this is my favorite venue yet, California. Thanks to Lifetime. Lifetime's a great facility. His courts are great. It's always a pleasure to be in California. And really, I'd just like to take this moment to also just, thank all the volunteers, of course, but a special thank you to our referees because I think they're a little underappreciated. I really love you guys. You guys do a fantastic job, and it's a little bit of a thankless job, so I just want you guys to know that you are appreciated.
Absolutely. Big shout out to all of our referees. Give them a hand for all their hard work this week. They put in countless hours every day and make this tournament what it is. Well, congratulations again. Guys, we're going to bring the City Council on court now, Jean and Chris, to present your trophies.
You guys were absolutely amazing. I'm really glad you're here in San Clemente. You put on a great show, both as an individual and as a team. I met you earlier today, and I really want to thank you guys for putting on a great show for what I had no idea was a phenomenal sport. And we have to grow this sport in San Clemente, and you guys are great ambassadors to that sport, and I thank you for being here. Great job. Congratulations.
Yeah, just wonderful. Thanks for putting your differences aside, your sibling rivalries, and coming together here as brothers. That's a good message for all of us. And, hey, really enjoyed having you here in San Clemente. Don't be strangers. Looking for you guys to come back next year, and we'll see if you can take it again.
Oh, and one last thing. And thank you to the PPA. You put on a great show. Thank you very much, and thank you to Lifetime.
Thanks, Jean. Back to you, Dave.
All right, Hannah, thank you so much. It's been such a fun week here in Southern California, San Clemente, and Want to thank Michelle Esquivel for stopping by, Johnny Pickleball yesterday on our coverage. We had Scott Golden stop by, and we also had Collin Johns on the broadcast. For everybody here at Championship Court, I'm Dave Penn saying so long. Thanks for watching.